Hello everyone, my name is assasin, and today we are on Roblox. Yes, I am starting Roblox now, and the official username on while making the video will be assasin YT as in YouTube for short. I have a main account. This is for YouTubing purposes. I have another account if you see me around with just assasin, no YT. And that means it's just me not recording, and I'm just playing. Alright, so I'm already pretty far ahead on this game, and I just wanted to try it out. So, yeah, it's really fun. In my opinion. Okay, so basically, I just came in. I haven't done anything. And this is my guy right here, just in case you didn't notice that was me. So. This is a game called Ninja Assassin. So basically you train yourself to become more stronger and more powerful, and you can dominate others. And as you get stronger, you can gain new like abilities and that kind of thing. So that is really exciting. So let's go ahead and get started. So, I'm not sure exactly where to hide. Well, I guess I do, but it's not the best hiding place, but we can't exactly get to the best hiding spots yet. So, let's go. We're not moving very fast, guys. We're gonna get killed very easily if we don't move our butts. Because, to the point where on my main account, like, I can go really fast. Like, already I could be in the high trees by now. It's, like, super crazy. It's awesome. But when you're first starting out, you're nice and slow, and you just, like, you can't do anything, really. So, I've decided to hide behind these bamboos right here. Because, I mean, like, we want to hide ourselves because we can get killed anytime. So, anyway, here's us. And we have three options right now. Option 1 is to pull out our training sword, which is a nice wooden sword. And right now, our fighting weapon of killing opponents is this one, which is very, very sad. It's like, it's like you're not powerful at all, which literally you're not powerful at all. You can't do any damage at this point. And then you have these like weird like sand or mud balls or something. So we're gonna go ahead and start doing a little training. So, with one swipe, it does a random number of between 1 through 10. 10 being the highest. And the more... Oh, wow. Okay, that was really fast. So I just leveled up. So I already have a new blade. Move away, please. So it's basically the same, but the guard is a different color, and the main word is like a little bit better. But another cool thing is that now we're moving a little bit faster. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, we're now running or walking a little bit faster. And yeah, so let's do some more training. So, and also as you progress, gaining more and more ninjutsu, you also unlock more clothing that you can access as well, which is really fun and exciting. And we'll get into the whole yang and yin on the top right, like the clans and stuff later. But for now, I just want us to keep on training and get it powerful. So, here we go. Some more swings. Nice! We just leveled up. So now we have double jump, increased walk speed, and a new blade already, and ore upgraded. Now, as far as I know, ore doesn't do anything but show off how powerful you are without anyone looking at your ninjutsu. So this is our ore right now. It's nice and white. It was more faint earlier, and we couldn't really see. But now it's like more seeable, more brighter, and everything. And also, now that we've leveled up to a point where we have double jump, so we can now jump twice. Jump in the air. But that's all we can do right now, is just this. And then a new sword. It's a lot better, right? So, anyway. Let's do some more training. Okay, here we go. And also, a really enjoyable thing about the game, about this game, is that it's music. It's so, I don't know how to say it. It's so calm, but it's awesome at the same time. What are people even saying? So people want to team, and then, okay, where are you? Okay, I'm to team. There's a secret hiding spot, 1 moment. So, yeah, there's a lot of, like, hiding spots that you can hide from, so, like, so other players can't find you, and honestly, this is an easy spot to be found. And I speak with experience. Alright, so now we got a new cloth! Look at what we're wearing, guys! Yeah! It's a little bit nicer, we're running a little bit better. Still only double jump. We got a new weapon and new shurikens? Excuse me. Jeez, I got the sniffles. Anyway, we're supposed to have a new shuriken, but this doesn't look any different. Alright guys, okay, so like it's always so exciting to level up. Like it's so easy right now to level up from point to point right now. And as you progress, it takes longer and longer to get to the next level because of how much ninjutsu you have to gain in order to even get to that next level. So yeah, in the aura, it goes white, very dim, to brighter, brighter white, or something like that, and then eventually you'll have lightning all over your body with your aura. Then after this, it's a light green aura, which will be dim again, and then it will grow and get brighter and brighter, and then eventually electricity. And then the next one is a dark green. And then, you know, it's going to be super dim, like you can barely even see it again, and then it gets brighter and brighter, and then you have blue electricity around yourself again. And then, so basically that pattern just keeps repeating until you get quite strong, and just the color of the aura changes. Now, as well as having an aura around your person, you can also have an aura around your weapon as well. And you will start to see an aura when you have about 10 reputation, but it's going to be super faint, like it's going to be hard to see it, but you will be able to see it. It is possible. I have seen it when I've only had 10 reputation. So I don't know if you guys saw it just now, but we just gained a badge for hitting 1000 ninjutsu, which is awesome, and look, exactly 1000 ninjutsu. If we activate our aura, we now have lightning around ourselves. See, that was super quick. White is nice and quick. So we have 1000 ninjutsu. Oop. So now we can jump 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And that allows us to travel pretty good distances. Like, look at that. Just boom, boom, boom. But our running speed isn't that fast yet. Can we get inside, please? Thank you. Alright, and then always, if you run into this building, and as long as you don't have a weapon or shuriken equipped, you can have your training sword out and still be safe, and you can train in the safe, but the only problem is you only get 1 ninjutsu per swing. You're not going to get 1 through 10, it's just going to be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So, which is quite disappointing, so. Anyway, so in this house you can actually see that the costumes that you will gain and how much ninjutsu you need to be able to unlock it. And what's cool is that when you have a certain amount of ninjutsu, you can come in here, go, okay, there's the costume I have unlocked recently, and you can go and you can equip a previous cloth, which I think is really cool, because I mean, like, obviously, as long as you have that much requirement, that's what you have access to. So yeah, and this is the one we have right now, and then eventually we're gonna get that one, then that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. And that'll be 44,000 ninjutsu, and that'll get to the point where it's like you have quite a bit of ninjutsu, and you can be a little bit powerful. So, and then the rest of the clothing in here is of the yin and yin and yang, and we'll get into that another time. Of course, we're not going to talk about yin and yang yet, because it's like eventually you will like want to pick. But yeah, so there we go. So anyway, so we're gonna go and hide again, and this time what I like to do is I like to hide in a bush like this. You know, as long as we can go somewhere at a more fast pace now that we can by having jumps and stuff. Eventually we will be able to get into the trees. I mean, we could die or reset our character and have the and click random spawn to have the possibility of being on top of a tree, which is a place where not very many people ever check for people to kill or anything like that. So yeah, but what is really cool is that there's also these bamboo, which actually I really like because you can actually stand on them. If you just imagine just trading on top. And I just died. And of course, it tells you how much reputation you lose when you die and how much reputation you gain when you kill someone. But someone just killed me, so I'm gonna click random spawn to spawn in a hiding spot. And let's see where I end up. Okay, so I'm literally right next to a tree in a dark area, so we'll just go with that for now. Anyway, let's just train some more. So we can get through this. Now, training if you want to get ninjutsu the fastest way possible without paying game passes, by the way, there are game passes that will allow you to gain 2 times the experience in a certain amount of time, and there's even one where it's infinity, but it's like 2,500 Robux. Like, that sounds pretty expensive for anyone, really. So. And I don't really have much money on me, so I don't ever spend things like that, like to that extent. Plus, it's like there's no point. It's like it's the same thing, but you just get twice as much ninjutsu in the same amount of time. It's like, okay, fine, whatever. So, but the fastest way is to just be clicking your left mouse button as fast as possible. And I've had this situation where I had a certain amount of ninjutsu and someone had joined the game and we had about the same amount. In fact, he had a couple hundred more ninjutsu more than I, and I clicked as fast as I can for the longest time, and slowly but surely I began to see a difference, and my ninjutsu amount increased and eventually tied up with him and even passed and above his ninjutsu to the point where I was like 3,000 ninjutsu ahead. Of course, both of us were interrupted by other people, and you know, and like both me and the other guy that was about the same amount of ninjutsu, we were pretty powerful. So like a lot of people in the server were much weaker than us. So some people just like saw us in our hiding spots and were just like, "Ooh, look, let's see if we can kill him." And then I just pull out my shurikens and I just kill them right then and there, and bam, I get some reputation as well as some training. I was always constantly looking at the ninjutsu chart on the top right of the screen, and I always compared myself to his, and he was always constantly training like I. And it did appear that we both had some interruptions, because sometimes my reputation would increase and his reputation would increase. But, you know, we both were training, we were both we both became interrupted, about equally amount interruption. But anyway, very slowly I became like more and more ninjutsu. So just by clicking as fast as possible on your mouse, it really does make that tiny bit of difference and saves you that tiny bit of time of training. So yeah, and guys, on my main account, ooh, look at that, I leveled up. Walking speed increased, new cloth, new blade, new shuriken, and my aura has been upgraded. So now this is the new cloth, and look, see, we already hit this cloth. Now let's see our new sword. Ooh, it's a yellow, not exactly goldish, but I guess you could say gold sword. And then our shurikens actually look like shurikens. They kind of look like paper shurikens, though. So yeah, there's that. And then let's check out our aura. It's probably, yeah, it's super weak now, guys. Oh, is it still white? Oh, that's interesting. So it's still white, so I guess it's white and then... Alright guys, alright, so I've been training a little bit, and now I'm at 7,000 in Jutsu. 7,000, look at this. I have new clothing. I'm now running like a lot faster compared to when we first started. Look at that. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps. We can do 4 jumps now, guys. That's awesome. And our new ore is now brighter as well. New sword, new shurikens, and they're now just quite a bit more stronger compared to earlier. And now let's see if we could do some fighting. Let's see if we can take this guy. Boom! Mr. Roblox! We have killed Mr. Roblox. And then let's just kill this guy, because obviously his clothing is super beginning, so we should have been able to take him out very easily. Unless, you know, those players that trick you, and they just go back to the very first clothing, and then they just trick you, just like, aha! You thought I was weak, and I have lured you to me, and all that stuff. Let's try some shurikens. Look at that! Oh! I gained a reputation, and then I died, but I didn't lose any reputation, because I only have 3 reputation. Now, the thing how reputation works, and you get reputation. Oh shoot! Okay, so this guy, he's a Yang. I can tell by his clothing and his shuriken. Yep, that's his shuriken right there, an icy shuriken. And as you can see, he's paying some attention to me right now, and he's showing off his sword. Yeah. I have to say that on my my main account, I'm actually a lot stronger compared to this guy. Yeah. So, in my opinion, he seems a little weak just because I've been able to have a character stronger than him. But yeah, but in this stage, for you guys, you'd be like, whoa, he is powerful. Okay, so the last leveling, per se, leveling on this game is 10 million ninjutsu. Yeah, 10 million ninjutsu. And you can unlock this weapon at 10 million ninjutsu, or this weapon at 10 million ninjutsu. You can only have one or the other, because of these specific clans, in which, depending on which clan you join. Okay, so I'm just gonna talk really quick about clans, and that'll be pretty much this episode. So, our 2 clans, Yin and Yang. They, like, you know, with all, you know, talk and knowledge about Yin and Yang, Yin is the evil, the destructive, side of the good and evil. And Yang is the good, lawful, protective, and courageous fighter against the Yin. And so, eventually on this game, it'll be, excuse me. Yeah, that's more like it. Let's see if we can kill this guy. I can tell he's a lot stronger than us, but... Ooh, we're actually doing some damage. And yeah, of course he killed us. But anyway, so, as I was saying, so, Yang and Yin, you know, it's, like, eventually the game is going to be the battle between Yang and Yin. Since it's a new game, there's a lot of neutral, and of course there will always be new players, so there's always going to be neutral. So, there are benefits to joining Yin or Yang. On my main account, I'm just gonna say it right out, I joined the Yang. I joined the Yang clan. And probably for entertainment, probably for your guys' sake, and probably most of you are gonna like this side anyway, it's Yin, the Yin side. Because between the 2 clans, there's not only the clothing to consider, which I'll show you Yang, and then Yin is at first gonna be pretty much the same thing, except instead of a white-based clothing, it's a black-based clothing. And of course, the final ones are gonna be different looks. So yeah, that's that in terms of clothing. And then, you know, and then there's all these weapons to look at. Yang has like the mostly like kind of simplistic, holy, and sometimes some odd ones in there too, you know, just to be a little bit creative and, you know, just to get people to like pick whatever weapon they'd like when they get to a certain amount of power. And then here's Yang, which if you join the Yin, if you join the Yin clan, this will be your first blade as the Yin, which I think is a really cool starter weapon in a clan. And of course, for Yang, it's a white blade. And this one is very simplistic, but of course you're gonna get some pretty cool ones shortly after, you know. So anyway, and then here's a showcase of the Yin's weapons. That one being the 10 million, like I was talking about earlier, the 10 million weapon. Look at that beauty. Only so few people have this weapon. Because I'll show you, this is the leaderboard, and this is the Global Ninjutsu leaderboard, top 100. Top 100. And look at this. We have an Emperor at 20, guys. 20 million. That's double of the last unlock. That's crazy. And we go down to the 11th. Look. He only has 11,100,000 ninjutsu, roughly. So, there's probably like quite a few below that still have hit 10 million, but compared to everyone who's played this game, not a whole lot of people actually have the final weapon, which is pretty legit, guys. Pretty legit. Though basically all the weapons and stuff is your main concerns, and then there's not that many shurikens in this game. This will be the first shuriken you get as a Yin, and this will be the final at 1.5 million ninjutsu. Yes, 1.5 million. This is the first for the Yang of shuriken, and then the final shuriken for the Yang, which is 1,500. Yeah, 1,500,000. Well, let's see if we can get this guy. Freaking, you guys are annoying.